That meant to be London.
I've been trying to find a wife. That's what I've been doing for 2025. It's been brutal, no success. I've been doing all those like dating apps or whatever, and they're very difficult, man. I've been on them for like 6 months now. Haven't had a single match, and I don't want to sound like one of those incels or anything like that, but I am genuinely starting to think there might not even be any women on Grindr. Bro, this is a waste of time. This is the biggest sausage fest I've ever seen. I've done everything as well. I've even paid for Grindr Extra. It's just more men sending me pictures of their penises. Like, I'm so horny. I'm like, yes, me too, brother. Like, where the hell are all the ladies at? You know, it's brutal, but I find dating very difficult because I don't drink alcohol. You know, that's a big red flag in this country. You can't. It is. You're not allowed to be a non-drinker in the UK. It sort of puts you in the same category of person as being a male nursery teacher. Like, it should be a good thing, but it just makes everyone uncomfortable and suspicious. You know, it's like, good for you, but we need to do some background checks, actually. You know, it's difficult being a non-drinker, and I understand why people are suspicious of non-drinkers. It's because they think either you used to be an alcoholic or you don't know how to have fun. You know, like, that's the prejudice, right? And my friends were always like, Luke, why don't you just go out with a non-drinker, and that way you don't have to deal with that prejudice? And I'm like, yeah, well, I don't want to go out with a boring freak, do I? Oh, thank you. I should get a job. That is what I should do, but it's very difficult. I'm trying very hard. I'm trying to get proper employment, but I don't know. I'm doing all the job interviews. They're just fucking impossible, man. They ask you like such intense questions these days. Like I was in a job interview a few weeks ago, right? And halfway through the interview, the guy turns to me and he goes, "This company is committed to diversity, but how will you commit yourself to diversity?" Which, obviously, as a white guy, is a terrifying question, right? And I'm gonna be honest, good people of Hackney, first thing that popped into my head was like, oh, easy question, you know? I can just say, like, a lot of my friends are black. But then I was like, oh, no, wait a minute, that's what, like, racist people say. So then all those going through my head was like, oh, definitely don't say a lot of your friends are black, don't say a lot of your friends are black, don't say a lot of your friends are black. I panicked, I said, none of my friends are black. And the weirdest thing was they hired me immediately. And now I work part-time for the Metropolitan Police. Yes, cheers. I was going for laughter, but I will take cheers. I'll be your new leader. Let's go. But they do ask you mental questions in those job interviews, don't they? Like every job interview I've ever been in, they're always like, what are your strengths and weaknesses? You know, I'm like, why? You know, like that is not information you need to know about a guy who sends emails. Like, that's information you need to know about a Pokemon. You know, like, if you're not putting me in a cage with a Bulbasaur expecting me to kick it to death, I don't understand why this information is relevant, quite frankly. Also, like, why the hell do you want someone who, like, tells you their weaknesses? That's not a good employee, you know? Like, what kind of cowardly man walks into a room of strangers and immediately reveals the secrets to defeating him, you know? No wonder the economy's fucked. It's ruled by fucking cowards and vulnerable people, you know? Not at me, but I remember the dumbest question I got asked in an interview was, how would your nemesis describe you? I mean, that question just misses the point, doesn't it? Because obviously the better question is, why do you have a nemesis? You know, like, what the fuck did you do? Like, how did you get a guy to dedicate his existence to destroying you, you know? It was like a way too intense question. Like, what are you supposed to say to the follow-up questions for that? It's like, oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? It's like, standing over the corpse of my nemesis! That was ridiculous, man, but I don't know, I just want a job so I can do some therapy. It's so goddamn expensive. My friend was like, oh, you should just use Chat GPT, man. Is anyone here doing Chat GPT therapy? No, because they're all dead. It's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life. Who trusts a robot with their emotions? That's such a red flag. Like, I tried it as well. I was like, I want to give it a go, but I wanted to check how good it was. So I decided to give Chat GPT like a difficult question, right? I wanted to see how good it was at therapy. So I said, hey, Chat GPT, I'm feeling so depressed, man. I can't take it anymore. What's the tallest bridge in London? Right? And this is word for word what Chat GPT said to me, right? It goes, oh, Luke, I'm sorry to hear you're having a tough time. Reaching out to loved ones or practicing mindfulness is known to help with low mood. If you're looking for bridges, Tower Bridge is a popular destination for Londoners and an impressive 213 feet high. They're gonna kill us all, man. I'm like, oh, wait. My regular therapist doesn't give me that information. Do you talk about your mental health and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with you?
What do you want to know?
I don't know. Man of internal darkness. I love that. No, but do you chat with your mates and that? You do all the...
Yeah, pretty open.
That's pretty good. I love that. I respect that. I kind of think people are talking too much about it. Not to shit on your lifestyle, but sorry about that. No, I do, because like, part of me, when mental health first came out, I was quite excited. I was like, oh shit, like mental health, this is great, we're gonna do it. But I feel like you never hear from the mental health problems that you want to hear about, do you? Like let's be honest, you want to hear from schizophrenics and psychotics. Let's be honest, but it's never those guys who are sharing. It's always like ADHD or like minor anxiety. Like the most boring story is like, I can't concentrate at work. I'm nervous sometimes. Like, that's not a fucking interesting story. Like just one time I want my friend to come to the pub and be like, the Swans have taken over the White House! They're using telepathy! You know, I'm like, that's a good fucking story, brother. Like, tell me more, you know? Like, that's why I think doctors section those people, man. They just want to hear more of the story, you know? Like, you can't leave the hospital till we've heard the ending, Derek. I'm quite jealous of Gen Z, you know? I think I am. I quite like them. Because they're all, like, growing up being able to self-identify, you know? Like they just say what they want to be and everyone accepts it, you know? Like it wasn't like that when I was growing up. Like when I was growing up, everyone just told you what you were. You know, like everyone just told me I was gay. and it wasn't even true. Like, I just really, really liked Britney Spears. Well, it's not my fault she's got some great songs to suck dick to, you know? Like, oops, I did it again. Yum, 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 yum. I don't understand. Why am I suddenly in an identity crisis, you know? But I don't know. It's very tricky to work out your sexuality. It is. It's a rough journey. Like, I remember the first time I went to a gay club. I'll be honest. I was scared. I was like, whoa, a gay club. Like, this might be a bit intense, you know? And I was right, you know? Because I went to this gay club called Heaven. And first thing that happened when I got into Heaven was this guy just came up to my face and he goes, you're a fit slut and I'm gonna get you drunk. And then, like, before I could do anything, he just shoved his hands down my trousers and grabbed my penis, right? And I was just like, hey, whoa! Like, this really is heaven, you know? I've been here for 2 minutes and I've already got a free drink and a hand job. Like, wow! Like, insanity, brother. Like gay clubs are the best place in the world, man. Like, you just walk around and men say nice stuff to you, you know? They're just like, hey, honey, gorgeous ass. Like, oh my God, thanks, buddy. You know, but I didn't know how to handle this kind of attention in my life because I'd never had it before. So before I knew it, I was back at this man's house with his dick in my mouth, which, as it turns out, is a really bad time to discover that you're not gay. And I was like, oh no, I cannot stop now. Like Britney's on, you know. But I think like straight guys always assume they'll sort of be the alpha dominant male in that situation, right? But I quickly realized that I was not going to be daddy when this guy just grabbed my ankles and threw them over the top of my head, you know? Like he was a big boy. He was a big, like, he was quite capable of holding both my ankles in one hand, you know? Like he was changing my nappy. I was insane. And I was so naive as well. I didn't even realize you could do gay sex like face to face. Like, I always assumed gay sex was a from behind kind of job. Like no one told me there'd be like eye contact. You know, like I don't mind a cock on my ass, but don't look me in the eyes, brother. Like, I'm not gay. I don't know, but you gotta try it, man. You do. I'll give you a word of warning though. I left quite anxious after I did it, and I didn't know why. And I rang my gay friend Francesco, and I was like, "Yo, Francesco, I've just done gay sex for the first time. I feel mad anxious. Like, is that normal?" And Francesco was like, "Yes, brother, that's completely normal." He was like, "Loads of men feel anxious after the first time they do anal sex." And I looked it up. It's a real psychological phenomena. It's called anally aggravated anxiety. Yeah, but most people know it by the shortened version, which is